From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the London Monarchs taking on the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready? Mustang 19. Hurt. Get him, you got it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson, and he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Allen going to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook will take it in. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. play action. They'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Browns defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Allen's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Cook up the gut. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And again, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Monarchs take a 3-touchdown lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kevontae Turpin, 59 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
Allen hit. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This to the tight end, Kincaid. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Cook again, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. The kick by Bass is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Second and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The handoff to Ford up the middle. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 41 yards. And the Monarchs are able to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And now ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check that. Street. Third. Right there, right there.
He'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Allen now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try the middle with Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready? 70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Everyone come forward. 4 down.
Back to throw again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with an acrobatic catch. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third down and 13. On play action, Allen under pressure. They got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 22. This is Ford. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So Allen's going to look to throw. Steps away. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for London, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.